Skidamarinky dinky dink.
Copyright.
Oh no!
Can't do that.
How are you, Miss Pengrino? Hi.
Hi, good.
Oh, it's played out.
Hi.
What are we doing this show?
We talk about the game
Play the game and tell you about the game.
that we play.
We just got done playing a game on the Smokin Toddcast Live Game Edition.
Wait, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
How have you been feeling?
Not so fresh.
Mentally.
Not so fresh.
Do you need a therapist?
I need a daddy.
Okay. Do you need a therapist?
So we played this game on the Smokin Toddcast Live. You may have been there for the journey. There we are playing it a little bit, but now here's the game itself. It's called Horrible Therapist.
Horrible.
Miss Pengrino, what is this alleged game? What is this? What the hell is this?
So basically, it's another version of like, what do you meme? Cards Against Humanity, all those fun things. Except therapy.
Except therapy.
Supposedly. I accidentally bought the extra horrible edition.
Extra horrible.
Extra horrible. But basically what you do is there's a therapist in this game. This little guy right here, the little bunny.
Okay.
Okay. And he asks you what your problem is, and then you tell him, and then he comes back with a retort. And the retort is what people lay down to make the thing funny.
And obviously, this would be better if we had a big group. We had a big group on the Smokin Toddcast Live Game Edition.
You should go watch it.
You should go check. Not now. Well, finish this.
Watch this.
And then go
watch
back
that.
if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
But we had a big group, and if you did watch the episode, or if you do watch whatever, you will notice that we had a lot of horrible things that were said. And it's very, very funny. But since we don't have a big group here, obviously it's not going to have the same effect. We can just kind of give you a sense of how this game is played. But we wanted to review it anyway because we had never played it before. And it's a semi-new game. It's a semi-new game.
It is. So I actually saw the game on TikTok. And I fell in love with it, and I was gonna get it. Couldn't get it from TikTok because I wanted it for live game night.
Yeah.
Would have taken too long.
Wasn't gonna get here.
Wouldn't get it. So Amazon it is.
Shout out Amazon sponsor. You know what? Don't. No.
Currently, if I would have bought something off TikTok, I don't know, might have had to pay $60 to have it delivered. So.
Thanks, tariffs.
No. It is a game made by the creators of Exploding Kittens, Happy Salmon, a whole bunch of other games. That's what's called.
Droopy Dogs, Startled Goldfish.
Poetry for Neanderthals, which we have. That is a good one. Exploding Kittens, Happy Salmon, Throw the Burrito.
How do you play this game?
Let's fight each other with swords.
Let's how you play this game. We're playing this game.
Anyway. There are three things. You have a question. This is your therapist, what they ask. You have an answer to what you respond to your therapist, and then you have what the therapist says is your treatment.
And that is the answer that we would provide.
That's the answer we would provide. So basically, you are creating a 3-scene little comic. These two are picked by the therapist for that round. These are then laid down by the therapizers.
No, this would be the
patients.
Wait, hang on. So this would be the therapist. That's the therapy.
No, well, I mean, yeah, it is a therapy, but 2 E's, not Y. Right?
I don't care.
So each person gets it's 5 of these guys. 1, 2, 7, 11, 26, 84, 100, 30 million. Is that right?
That's like 15 seconds of these people's lives that they're never gonna get back.
You're welcome.
Thanks, I hate it.
So we're going to attempt to play the game. Obviously, Being like Cards Against Humanity, you really have to have a minimum of 3 players. We don't have 3 players.
Because it's all about finding who had the best response, and then that person wins that round's card, and is it first 3?
First to 3.
That wins, which isn't a weird number, because isn't it more in Cards Against Humanity? And,
it's like first to 7, 10?
Yeah.
Something like that. But I guess maybe they thought those games were too long, because this one is supposed to range around 15 minutes a game.
Really?
Yeah.
Went a lot longer for us.
We had 80 people.
That's true. On the Smokin Hot Toddcast Live Game Edition, you may have been there with us for the ride.
Can I talk now? Is it my turn?
I wish you would.
Okay. So the therapist of the round, I'll be the first therapist, picks a question card. Our question says, why are you feeling so down?
Why am I feeling so down?
And it's the little bunny in the chair with his therapy pad. Now, normally, you pick 3 of these, and then you pick which one is your favorite. Since it's just the 2 of us, I'm just going to pick the top one, and we're going to go with it.
Sure.
So the top one says, the therapist says, why are you feeling so down?
Feeling so down?
Let's just say most of the semen isn't mine.
Oh, no.
And you probably can't say it till upload picture, but say it. See it.
It's fine.
We're
very tired.
The patient is laying on the couch with semen all over him. So fun.
There you go. So
stuff.
now it is up to me. Are you gonna just for funsies? Are you gonna lay one down too?
I am gonna lay one down too,
Okay.
and we're gonna like rock paper scissors. Basically, we're just gonna agree what's the funniest.
All right. Okay. Okay. So I've come up with mine, and then you would obviously replenish your cards.
Right. And I've come with mine.
All right.
I've come with mine.
Ooh, don't say that. So again, as a refresh, why are you feeling down? Why are you feeling so down? Let's just say most of the semen is in mine. The card that I've chose says, I am both terrified and aroused.
And the bunny's screaming.
Yes.
Okay. So for me, why are you feeling so down?
Well, let's just say most of the semen rather is not mine.
Were there a lot of sucking and slapping sounds?
Oh God, this is a late night episode of Played Out. Watch this when you're going to bed. Oh
Children,
God,
get out.
yeah,
Get out.
this is a TVMA.
Why I like to be nude.
This is a game for 17 plus.
Yes, this is not for the kids. Not for the kids.
It's a bit much. Personally, I think mine is
Personally,
amazing.
I think mine was very funny.
Yours is bullshit. Mine is great.
Yours sucks balls.
Steve?
Much like
Steve.
where the semen comes from.
That's in poor taste.
I won that round.
No, I won that round.
Fine, you win that round.
Thank you.
And then it would just go on from there. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just like What Do You Meme or Cards Against Humanity. It's just like those 2 games. So, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty standard. But it's a fun. I love new takes on this particular type of game. You know.
Well, because yes. I understand people are like, it's the same game, just new every time. But
that's the fun of it.
But that's just it. This is a good game to be revised several thousands of times.
And there's different ways you could do it.
Because this is a game that you can play in any state. Sober, drunk, old, young.
Or Alaska.
Oh, I did say state.
Okay.
Anyways.
I don't, when you tell a joke, there is no like question and answer period following the joke.
Too late. It happened.
You just have to go with the flow.
Well, I didn't know your flow.
Okay. Well, my flow is very regular.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have prostate cancer.
Good.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But no, you're right. It's just, I mean, it's a new take on it. And I think these games deserve new takes on them.
I do too. Especially the adult versions.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, we all have had a rough week at work. You need to come home and you need to play a stupid game. A stupid game that it takes only a mild amount of thinking.
What happened to you and your job?
You!
a game that only takes a mild amount of thinking, and it turns out hilarious, so you can have a good time without actually, like, you know, killing yourself brain-wise, because you did that all week.
Yeah, so it's a fun, unwinding game. That's why we played it on the Smokin' Hot Toddcast Live Game Edition.
You're still building me in the stomach.
That's the way it rolls. Because anyway, that's the reason why we played it, because it was a fun game.
Yeah.
And that brings us to this part of the show. Miss Pengrino is Horrible Therapist, a game on or a game off.
Well, duh. It's a game on.
Ah.
I will say, I do have one downside to this game.
Oh, what is that?
Just one downside. Some of the cards are not words.
They're just motions.
They're just here.
Yeah.
I will pull one. We will take a picture. We'll show you. But like, okay,
Well, that has words.
it does. But it's a guy playing the drum going the. But these kind of cards take too much explaining. And so just like you were telling me, that since I was breaking down a joke with question and answers, that's kind of how this is for me.
It doesn't, no, the only reason why you would have to break it down is if you were doing it on a live show. Like the Smokin' Hot Toddcast Live Game Edition.
Or with multiple people, because not everybody can see it.
No, but I think you're overreacting to that.
I'm not saying that makes it a bad game. I'm not saying those cards shouldn't be in there. I'm saying it's a slight tick for me against the game because it's a little hard. Words are just better in this type of game. But it is still fully a game on. I would still buy it over and over and over again. I'd still play it over and over again. We will.
Well, it's a game on for me as well. I have no I have no notes for this game.
You have no notes?
This game is perfect the way it is. Little, cards that don't have words on them at all. I mean, it's just, like I've been saying, it's fun when they do new twists on the Card Against Humanity formula. I like what they did here. I think it's really funny. It's kind of an endless road of possibilities that you can do with this type of game, and it deserves to be looked at and studied as many times as possible. So I say keep cranking them out,
I will also note, go ahead and make an expansion pack. Because these cards are going to get used
pretty fast.
Pretty fast. They're going to get a little redundant. It's still playable, but
keep the cards
just go
coming.
Ahead. Just make a second pack.
Keep the cards coming. Is what we're saying.
Throw it out there.
Yeah.
Make a triple XL horrible edition.
Triple XL, so it's a fat stack?
Triple X's is like naughty movies.
Oh,
So,
where'd the L come from?
Just so it wasn't triple X. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Go.
Horrible therapist. Play
Go.
it. You fucks.
You fucks.
Watch your profanity.
And there you have it. Another sweet treat of an episode of Played Out. Right?
Hello.
That ain't right.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Clicking the bell so you can get all the notifications whenever there's any episode of Played Out or any of the shows that drop on the Superfuzz page. Also, if you want some sweet merch, just go right over to the Superfuzz Teespring shop. It's got a ton of fantastic merch, including 10th anniversary of the Smokin' Hot Toddcast stuff. Get it while supplies last. And speaking of the 10th anniversary of the Smokin' Hot Toddcast, you can also check out new episodes of that show on SoundCloud. Season 11 is almost done. We've got 3 more episodes this season. Next one comes out on May 22nd. Don't miss out. Well, did we get through all of our therapy, Miss Pengrino, that we needed to get through in this episode?
I just have one more thing to say.
What's that? What's up?
Ooh.